Hello, people. It is I, the Isaac, and today we will be taking a look at A Story You Choose. I named it so creatively. Dang, I really am getting a mustache. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to unsee that mustache. Okay, we're getting a bit sidetracked here. Anyhow, this is A Story You Choose, my very creatively named little path thing. Due to not having software that will record longer than 10 minutes, I will be doing one line per video of this. Or not one line, one like ending. I'll do the ending with different names and a different voice. I'll do the ending twice. But for now, let's get started. This story is intended for ages 10 and up. Discover all the endings to piece together the story. Note, I was unable to finish all the endings in time, so some say not Bewlat yet. I will try to finish these in the future. Yes, not all of these have been finished yet, so there is not actually 10. I think there's like 8 or 9. There's like 2 or 3 on that aren't done. Okay, let's select our hero. Let's start off nice and simple with Isaac. And our overlord can be Greg. The snail will be the animal. The animal won't be occurring in the storyline one I'm going to do this time, though. Isaac wakes up in a large building and looks around with no memory of who he was or where he came from. Isaac sees and then walks up to a large elevator door. It ominously opens, and Isaac chooses to enter it. For some reason. When Isaac enters it, he sees 100 buttons. Let's count to 100 now. 1, 7, 23, 7, 8, 11, 5, 100! Yay! Okay. Most of them are old and cracked, but 10 of them glowed an ominous red color. Isaac has 10 options. Floor 2, 5, 9, 25, 54, 60, 72, 73, 74, or 99. Okay, let's enter 2. Oh shoot, I think I may have put too many 2s. Isaac presses the button, but it does nothing. Isaac looks around and sees a button high up in a corner at the back of the elevator. It was dusty and cracked like the other buttons and had the number -1. There was a red light flickering, however it looked a little risky, so he decided to hold off on it, because he's smart. Isaac then decides that maybe pressing one of the red buttons in the front of the elevator would be worth a try. Okay, I think I had too many 2s that time. Let's try this again. Oh no, I don't think I had enough 2s. Okay, fine, I'll do it. Okay, 2. The elevator starts to move once Isaac presses the button and then shortly comes to a stop. Isaac realizes he reached the 2nd floor and cautiously proceeds to exit the elevator. Always exit elevators safely, kids. You wouldn't want to fall face first. You want to fall feet first. That way only your leg bones shatter. Okay. Isaac walks out of the elevator into a room where all the walls are dark gray and there is nothing there. Isaac turns around to go back, but then sees the elevator door close behind him. Isaac has nowhere to go and frantically starts to bang on the walls and shouting for help. Suddenly, Isaac hears a creepy laugh from nowhere. Isaac looks around but cannot tell where the sound came from. Then suddenly, Isaac hears the sound of old gear starting to move again, and the ceiling starts to lower slowly. Okay. Wait, where was I? Oh, there we are. Isaac frantically starts looking around for an escape, but sees none. Because escape is a word. You can't see escape. That needs to be clarified. As the ceiling slowly closes in, he accepts his fate, and in Isaac's final moment, he hears the creepy laugh again as he becomes a pancake. The end of ending 1. And just like that, I got to become a pancake. Now I'm going to do the last part again, with different names and also a different accent. Yeah, that's right, you laddies. I can do an accent. I'll be back in a sec. I'm back, guys! And I've restarted the thing. It has to be restarted every time. You can't, go back. If you want to do another ending or something like that, or change the names, you have to restart it. Okay. So, this time the hero is gonna be Gary the Great. No, it's a one. There we go. Gary the Great. The Overlord. The Overlord doesn't even appear in floor 2, his name, at least, so. And the animal will be Clucking Carl. What an original name! Shame the animal doesn't appear in that floor either. Okay. Gary the Great! Oof. Makes up a large building and blah blah blah. I'm not going to read that part again. I'm going to skip that part. Alright, here we go. The elevator starts to move once Gary the Great presses the button and then shortly comes to a stop. Gary the Great realizes he reached the second floor and cautiously proceeds to exit the elevator. Gary the Great walks out of the elevator into a room where all the walls are dark gray and there's nothing there. Kind of like Gary's head. Gary the Great turns around to go back, but then sees the elevator door close behind him. Whoosh. Gary the Great has nowhere to go and frantically starts to bang on the walls and shouting for help. Suddenly, Gary the Great hears a creepy laugh from nowhere. Gary the Great looks around but cannot tell where the sound came from. Then suddenly, Gary the Great hears the sound of old gear starting to move and the ceiling starts to lower slowly. Gary the Great frantically starts looking around for an escape but sees none. As the ceiling slowly closes in, he accepts his fate, and in Gary the Great's final moments, he hears a creepy laugh again as he becomes a pancake. Alright, that's all the time we have for this one, guys. If you like this format, give the video a like or whatever. Bye. I'll be doing more of these. There's much more endings. Bye.